Yeah, look at this beautifulness. As you can probably imagine, if you're into fluid art or resin art as I am, that opening the box to this week, I swear, I heard angels singing. So what we have here, yeah, ArtResin. If you remember a couple of videos ago, I did my first big ArtResin pour with tinted resin, and I had used acrylic inks for that. Didn't get quite the coverage that I wanted. I'm going to see if I can grab that and at least show you a little piece of it. I hope that's showing up. But at least you get an idea that if you look on the edges here, it was slightly less tinted than I wanted. I wanted something a little more vibrant. So what I'm going to do today is work in the general area of these colors, because I want to do a comparison between the ArtResin tint and the acrylic inks that I used to color my resin this last time. So what I'm going to do, and first let me show you, they have 3 kits. ArtResin has the premium color. It's just your straight colors, your black, your white, your red, your primaries, and some of your secondaries. Then all the rage right now, neons. Looks like there's an orange, pink, or a red, pink, orange, green, dark green, and blue, which I'm going to use the blue today. And the metallics, which I haven't used them yet, but they're already my favorites because I love metallics. So in the metallics today, we're going to use the blue and the green, because in the original I had all of these colors, or close to these colors, in that original piece. In the straight colors, I'm going to be using white, light green, and dark green. Or excuse me, white, light blue, and dark blue. But one color that was not in the original that I'm going to throw into this one is black. So we're going to have a little black in this one. I just want to see the differences between the tinting, the pigment coverage is what I want in this. So we're going to have some fun today. Cool thing about ArtResin's little bottles of tint here, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's like a little BB or something in there. Kind of like with markers. I love it. It helps stir the tint. You want to mix them really, really good. When you first get them, they're going to be sucked tight, you know, for travel. But then you're going to want to just open it slightly so it burps, well, you know, or so it gets air in it. So you let a little bit of air in there, and then you can just start shaking them. There was a couple at first that didn't sound like they had BBs in them, and then I just kept going, and yep, they're there. So just keep shaking till you hear them. And in the resin it says, I think 10 to 50 drops. You just want a rule of thumb with resin is that you want your color to be, your pigment or your coloration, your tinting, to be no more than 10% of what you're pouring it in. Okay, light blue, where are we going to put you? Okay, I think I've got my colors about where I want them. The other thing I'm doing a little differently today is that I'm going to do a dirty pour on this instead of just a straight color by color pour like I did on the last one. Using basically the same colors, but that's where it ends here, or in the prep space. that spreading you're seeing is the Resi Blast. That could be cool. You see how the metallics are playing in there? That's pretty neat. I'm glad that I put the black in there. See if I can get a closer look for you. And we're back. First, I should explain that the reason it ended so abruptly and I wasn't completely done was because the camera battery ran out. So we're all charged up today. But it's sun's starting to set, so I wanted to, while we were still getting some good light, to come out here. This is the original piece that I did with Liquitex acrylic inks to pigment the art resin. And this is the one that we just did last night. And so if you look at the edging, it looks pretty much similar, but I gotta say that's where it ends, because when I put these pigments in here, they were so freaking vibrant. I can't even tell you. I'm gonna, because of my experience with silicone and acrylics, I'm gonna say that these little puddles and divots here are from the Resi Blast. So, well, I love me some cells. I'm gonna put the Resi Blast down for a bit and just get more familiar with the product, with the epoxy resin, and in this case ArtResin. Now this was a little piece of wood that I had on the side there, and I had a bunch of drippings off to the side of this one. So I just decided to go ahead and pour it on this piece. I didn't prep or anything, it was just a piece of wood. But because it was all the drippings, it's darker, obviously, a lot more pigment, but that one turned out kind of cool and hard. So, all these are hard and nice. So, still experimenting with the art resin. Here's a couple more pieces. And then I did this a couple of videos ago. This was the spin art that I did. And that's, I just resined the top of that. To give you an idea. Oh, yeah. That might help. So it's just all, it's just, I dig this so much. Look what it did with a piece of art that was good. We're getting a sunset too, so you're getting that in the reflection. Ooh, if I could only pour that right there. Ooh. Maybe some pinks in the next one. Ooh. Love me some resin. Thanks for your sharing, your thumbs up, your different ways of letting me know that you like what I'm doing. I sure appreciate it, and so I'm going to keep doing it. Next week, maybe some acrylics. Like that.